My name is Isabel Bartlett, and I am a freshman at Vincennes University. My chosen major is public relations, and I already hold a certificate in business from Ivy Tech. My primary interest in the field of communication would fall under persuasion. I have a strong artistic talent and a love involving graphic designs and enjoy illustrating ideas and topics visually. Graphics designs is all about the illustration of a concept meant to capture a viewer's attention and influence them towards the piece's subject. Public relations will help me focus my capitating works towards a ready consumer base. I choose public relations as my major after I was approached by a college speech teacher and then asked to join her PR team. She told me I had a talent in showing me what public relations entailed. I discovered many of my personal talents and interests could find fruition in this field. Since I was asked to join the program, I decided to take that leap because I feel you cannot get anywhere in life without taking a couple of risks. What started as an AutoCAD graphics class in middle school turned into a shirt and logo design for business and nonprofit organizations in high school and is quickly becoming a professionally focused career in college. My earliest experience with public relations via graphic designs was an original drawing of a cat chosen for 4-H each Cat Sales Completion Award logo. I was later given the opportunity to submit a winning design for the LDS Young Women's Youth Camp. This followed a celebratory logo design for the 50th anniversary of Middle Way House, a domestic abuse shelter in my hometown. That success was followed with a project involving the Rangers Edge, a barber shop, when I redesigned their licensing logo and women's hair product line. Throughout this time, I also worked as a direct support for a professional with special needs clients. I also volunteer with Special Olympics, my church, and 4-H leaders throughout high school. I have learned to be a good listener for my various graphics design opportunities. I had to interpret what people want without them stating directly and putting it into design what they see in their head. This had led to me developing into a strong team player due to the work with device set of people. I stay calm and soothing in intense situations with people due to my volunteering experiences and my teaching experiences with Taekwondo. I had volunteered with various groups throughout my life, and each have required working with strong-willed people who have their own ideas of how things should be read. This was particularly true with the junior leaders food stand, where we had a set of rules, but as a junior high and high schools, we were left to interpret many of them to get the job done. This also, oh, where I show a talent for picking up new skills quickly and thoroughly. I was in charge of various parts of the stands each time I was there, which each year involving a minimum of 3 scheduled shifts during fair week. I learned how to run a grill, operate a cash register, prepare various foods, and fix things that were broken in a timely manner. No matter what I've done, I've always wanted to make a positive difference in the world and succeed in what I do. From the time I was in fifth grade to my third year of high school, I was an instructor for all ranks leading up to black belt in Taekwondo. Whenever I was teaching class, other members from a leadership program called Delta would lead me assistance in their leadership qualities. We worked with ages of 5 to 95. Every Friday, the Delta team held a meeting to see who would teach which class and when others would be available to assist. Delta activities taught me how to be a team player and leader, as well as how to interact with people in and outside of teaching of class. The experiences I've gained in Taekwondo shaped my personal confidence into a goal oriented focus. Learning how to be part of a team is valuable in all walks of life, and I will continue to challenge myself and others to grow. As I continue my studies in PR, I seek to gain a better understanding of what attracts a customer or client to various businesses. I would like to learn about the gimmicks used by popular brands and try to improve on those concepts. I believe the more material I can study, the more focused my creations will turn out. I hope to grow better at socializing my designs and discover many more of advertising nonsense. My strongest strengths are fairness, kindness, honesty, curiosity, and humanity. In everything I do and working with others, I try to remain fair no matter what a person may have done. I do not wish to and hold court over those for their actions. I attempt to be kind to everyone as the world is not kind to us. There's enough hate in the world to make someone's head spin for days, and I've chosen not to add to that hate. I would rather own fewer possessions and enjoy the companionships of honest friends. I feel this would lead to a fulfilling life I can be proud of. My natural curiosity in life is what drives me forward, and I look forward to learning new things that pique my interest. I've also try not to brag about everything I can do and let my actions through accomplishments speak for my abilities instead. For my an example of my strengths can be seen in my interactions with a fellow student who was born mute. He was unable to articulate any sounds, and this caused his peers to push him away. Socially, he was someone who didn't connect quickly with other people. His interaction were few and it fraternity. Many students in our grade didn't like him because he was born mute. One day in the lunchroom, I remember seeing him looking for a seat and being turned away from multiple tables. I got up, walked over to him, and offered a spot at our table, and eventually convinced him to follow me. As we headed back, another classmate from a different table called out to me, saying, "Why is the freak walking with you?" My response? He was not a freak at all, and on top of that, no one deserves to be alone and left out. I strongly believe you treat others the way you wish to be treated. It took time, but eventually a friendship blossomed at our table, and we all benefited. Like many, I have weaknesses as well. One area of weakness I would like to work on is the ability to be braver with my ideas. Whenever I am in a group and come up with an idea, I usually hesitate to say anything. I always hang back as others in the group come up with ideas. Even when I'm not in the group, I find myself unable to share my ideas easily. As I work on my degree, I hope to improve on getting braver and believing in my consultations. I believe that this is important as I want to grow and become a more able person. The kind of professional I aspire to be is one who appreciates being authentic. I would like to stay true to myself when I perform my assigned task. I do not wish to give any false reputations of my personal or professional life. Being authentic means being truthful and standing and sticking by your standards, and I believe that's what represents my core values.